because I just started. So that's alright. For anybody who might be watching this, i.e. Jen later, look at your notes because I accidentally started the recording late. So yeah, he is now looking around expectantly at you. You definitely get the impression that he's not someone who's used to being questioned very often.
Well, I'll be the first to take one.
I'll mage hand to grab one.
Yeah. What does your mage hand look like?
Just kind of like this shadowy hand that's
Okay.
leaking shadows.
Gross, but sick. I like it. Yeah,
sort of
your leaky mage hand floats over and grabs one of the badges and floats it back over to you.
As I grab mine, I'm just kind of gonna shoo the weird leaky mage hand away weakly, like Captain Jack Sparrow would do. Just kind of shoo it. And I'll take mine.
I'm turning push to talk on for a minute.
When I grab my little badge, I'm just gonna just hold on to my amulet around my chest, and I'm gonna cast light on it, and I'm gonna make like a dim orange light just start radiating from my amulet. Or from the Flaming Fist badge.
Okay.
Now it's just glowing.
Sorry, someone.
I'll be able to see it better.
I kind of back more into the corner once it starts glowing.
Okay.
Hey, come on in.
Do we know each other's names?
How
long have we known each other before now?
That's a good question. I imagine. I think that we determined that Vistravara and Ellie had at least seen each other before or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Possibly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the beginning of our story implies that you guys met up at some street corner somewhere before walking towards the Basilisk Gate. You guys would have all been given a rough description of who you would be meeting with. But,
unless we did one of those things where we all start, one person started walking down the street, and then one person comes in from the other street, and then another person comes in a little later, and it's like, hey, gang.
Yeah. I think you might have been given, vague descriptions of everybody, but whether or not you guys introduced yourselves and gave each other your names when you guys all met at the same place and started, going to meet Captain Zodge, I'll leave that up to you.
Well, if we didn't before, now's a better time than ever. And I'll extend my hand to whoever's going to take it first.
I'll take his
I guess I will.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
I'll take his hand.
Oh, a couple competitors.
And, yeah, your guys' hands meet as you're reaching for it, and it's love at first sight.
Oh, the name's Bratham. And yourself?
I'm Neris.
Neris?
Yes.
Is Neris the one who was the... Nope. Cleric.
Yeah.
You're the one with the bright fist, right?
Yeah. That I shoved into my pockets. Now there's just a little bit of orange light just seeping out of my pocket.
I'll be sure to watch out for you. You can make things glow.
It's not the only thing I can do. Maybe you'll have them at the end.
I do hope so. If it's more than half of making something glow, I know I'll be impressed.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else?
No, Vistravara, darling.
Jen?
One moment, it didn't pick up, but...
Okay.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
There we go. I switched it back from push to talk. You're good now, Jen.
I'm Vistravara, darling.
Oh,
It's a pleasure.
and it is a pleasure to meet you as well. Do you have any talents, such as making things glow?
I don't make things glow. I have other talents, though, if you'd like to find out.
Well, maybe in due time.
And she, like, when she took her badge, she, like, shined it up with prestidigitation and pinned it, like, in a spot between, like, bones, because she's got, like, it's not armor, but it's kind of like a chest piece of, like, rib bones over her black robes.
Ooh, nice.
Creepy.
Kind
I
of
dig it.
Creepy and cool. Hot.
she rattles when she walks.
Alright, and I assume Ellie just stands in the corner and avoids eye contact.
With the paladin and cleric, I would sit then the mage hand to Azraeli and just it's Ellie.
Uh,
And just completely ignore and cleric.
Oh, don't be shy, darling.
I don't buy it.
I just stand quietly in the corner again.
I mean, unless you want me to.
Captain Zodge stands up and just kind of clears his throat.
Reclusive, this one.
Well, I'm sure we
Yeah.
can make quick work of these cultists and whatnot.
Why is it always cultists?
Who knows?
Well, usually it's cultists who are creepy enough to murder people over and over for no reason. In my
It's more
city,
like a.
right
I
now,
just kind of
as we
nod at
speak.
it.
I'm sure they have reasons.
Well, it is always a group of individuals who start validating each other's beliefs, and then for some reason it's something real to believe in, and then you kill for it.
Captain Zodge walks over and opens the door. Just kind of stands there.
Oh, are you kicking us out already?
Could you make a little less noise? We're trying to introduce each other.
Alright. Perhaps we should get going.
If he insists. I walk out.
Exit stage left.
You guys walk out of the room, and he closes the door behind him, and you hear the click of a lock, and then the click of another lock. And yeah, you guys are now standing in a hallway leading to a decrepit bakery. After a very abrupt meeting with Captain Zodge, where you guys
I want a
have
muffin.
now now have been given directions to go visit this Tarina.
What was the name of the inn? I was having trouble getting
It's something Elvin.
The Elf Song Tavern.
That's it.
If you've ever played the Baldur's Gate video games, you will be very familiar.
There's video games?
Yes. Very
What?
famous set of video games.
Oh, wait, isn't Baldur's Gate a fucking Ravnica thing?
Nope.
What? Or isn't it a Magica thing? Not Magica. Magic?
It's in Faerun. I mean, I don't...
Yeah.
Anyway, okay.
Yeah. What are you guys gonna do?
I guess, I mean, go there, right? Like,
If that's what
Yeah.
you want to do.
Let's do
I'll
this.
take the lead.
I'll be right behind you.
Yeah.
Wait for our recluses.
Elf Song Tavern is a fairly famous place in Baldur's Gate, so you're not going to have any issues finding it.
Where are we right now? Like,
That
Like,
is
are
a
we in
very good question. Let me pull up the DM's map.
upper city,
double check.
lower city?
Baldur's Gate. And now my internet wants to be slow when I'm trying to load the map. Okay. Why does it do this to me? There we go. Oh god. Elf Song Tavern, there we go. It is... roughly... I believe it is roughly in this area. Yeah.
Lower city, like.
Yeah.
Liam is not gonna be able to see.
So, yeah, that's true. He's not going to be able to.
I'm sorry, I won't.
Uh,
Fuck.
But, the Basilisk Gate is right there.
I'm coming back. Why my internet?
I will... Let's see. Oh, that's thick.
Ooh, yeah, I mean, that is the.
And then I'll screenshot.
Man.
Like Zoink Scoob.
Like
Oh god, that's not what I wanted to do. Print screen. So, Liam.
I'm about to go feral.
The smaller of the two circles is Elf Song Tavern. The bigger of the two circles is Basilisk Gate. And I'm talking about the inside diameter, not the thick ass line.
Alright, let's see. So, wait. We have circles? Oh, great. So-
That's what it looks like.
I'm sorry, the little circle is the tavern,
Yeah, the
and the
lower
big circle is
Yeah,
what?
the Basilisk Gate is where you guys are at.
Okay. Alright, okay. Cool. Gotcha.
Yeah, just to give you some reference.
Right. Thank you.
So yeah,
I appreciate it.
if you guys want to go there, you can. If you don't want to, then fuck me, I guess.
Yeah. I don't want to. Let's go somewhere else.
All right.
Where would we go?
I say we go to the raging civilians and help them out. No? Alright, then let's go to the tavern.
Yeah, you guys
Probably the
start
safer
making your
idea.
way to Elf Song Tavern, so, Mr. Barr, you're wearing your badge like on your chest, yeah?
Yes.
Is everybody else wearing their badges, or what are you guys doing with them?
Yeah, I feel like I'd put on my badge, but like on my side so that nobody sees it. But I still have it on, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I would put it on along the waistband of my pants.
Yeah, mine's probably gonna be in a similar area to like my right side, but then I'm also gonna kill the light spell.
Okay.
Probably not a good idea.
Sure. Yeah, you guys, I can delete this map. And objects, saved objects. Guys, make your way to the Elf Song Tavern. And
On the road again.
boom, boom, boom. I need that map too. Where is it? I need the
Uh-oh, sisters. Revolution.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys approach the tavern. It's a 2-story stone and building with like shingle roofs. There's no lights on inside because it's like the middle of the afternoon. But yeah, you can hear there's people inside. I assume all of you go in.
So by lights on, do you mean like lanterns, or is this electricity? It's like
It's lanterns. This is
okay,
this is like a traditional D&D setting.
okay, cool. I'm just
Uh,
making sure.
And we don't have figurines for everybody. I just realized.
No, we don't.
So we get to come up with replacement figurines for everyone.
Oh shit! I guess I
For the
gotta
time
make a
being.
little questionnaire.
Let's see here. What should we give Ellie? Ellie can be Andromeda. That'll work for now.
I'll just pick this.
That's fair. Let's see. That's
Good
and then I suppose I can just start throwing figurines out here, and people can use whichever ones they want for their characters for now. Cause
That orc.
that's my beautiful boy Thok.
What would Doc be for?
I don't know if you want to use. Listen, these are just stand-in figurines
Yeah.
for now. You guys can choose whatever one you want to use.
Guy, good light.
There you go. All right, so we got Gabriel, Andromeda, and Bliss so far. I unfortunately don't have a Caltonius figurine saved, Liam,
Damn.
I do.
because that would be perfect. I have the Liam figurine.
I got Cal.
Okay, well then I'll delete these guys. And there we go. There's figurines for everyone to use now. Sweet. And yeah, you guys walk into the Elf Song Tavern in whatever order you want to walk in. And you see in this first room here, the tap room, there's 2 human men tending the bar, and you see another man wearing an apron who looks like he works there, but he's just sitting at the end of the bar kind of chatting with customers and not really doing anything. And you see probably close to a dozen patrons milling about just this room, as well as some people in uniforms that you can see are like security. And yeah, that's the general description of the room. I think there's tables and chairs around, all the general stuff that you would expect. Some booths, stairs leading up to the second floor, and yeah.
Did we get a description of this person?
No, all you know is that there's a woman named Tarina that
Right.
is friends with Zaj that you need to go try to talk to.
What is his name? Braithen?
Braitham.
Braitham?
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
allow it, I try to put like my arm through his, like walk into the door into the building.
Oh, sure.
Oh my.
Absolutely. Yes. I'll put my I'll fix my other arm appropriately and walk in.
How tall is everyone?
Oh yes, Braytham's like, I don't know, 6 feet.
Okay.
5'9".
Alrighty. So
6'2".
We're
so
tall.
we got a couple tall boys. What about our hobo?
It's 6 foot.
Okay. Wow.
So do you
Uh,
crouch?
Yeah,
Like,
she
do you just-
she like slumps over a little bit to make herself look smaller.
Okay.
I can get behind
Her
that.
hair's in her face and everything.
Oh, how creepy.
Yeah.
Dirty
Got a
snake
staff.
woman.
That helps her walk.
Yeah, you walk into the tavern. It goes silent, and everyone turns and stares at you and screams, and it's basically the body snatchers. No, nobody really pays much attention to you when you walk in. The bartenders look up and take note, but that's about it.
I'll just keep on walking, go all the way up to the bar with Vistavara.
Yeah, I'll let him lead me to the bar, and I'm gonna be looking around at the patrons, kind of scanning to see if I notice any woman that stands out to me.
Okay. You see a human woman with tan skin and the word's escaping me right now. A hijab. And she is sitting at a table with a couple of dwarves, and they're playing a dice game which all of you would assume is Baldur's Bones. It is the sort of most popular game in Baldur's Gate, and it's basically like blackjack played with dice. And she has a bag with a number of scrolls in them leaned up against the table next to her chair, and she looks much more animated in her excitement in the game. Like, it's somewhat surprising given her appearance how animated she is. She looks like she would be a much more reserved person, but she's into this game of Baldur's Bones. You also see a small halfling woman in one corner wearing animal furs, kind of with her chair leaned back. She has her shoulders resting against the wall, and she's just kind of looking around the room and drinking from a wooden mug, and whatever she's drinking doesn't seem to stop smoking. And then the only other woman in the room of note is kind of a dirty, crazy-looking old human woman sitting in a booth alone with frizzy hair and no eyebrows, and she's muttering to herself over a half-drink cup of ale.
Yes, score. I'm gonna go up to the lady with no eyebrows. Hey, what's her name? Tarina?
I don't think that's her.
I'm not going up to her because I think it's her. I go up to her.
Dragging me along.
Excuse me, miss. Are you all right? Do you have time for sin?
A little bit of like spittles dripping out of the corner of her mouth. She's just like pushing her drink farther away from you.
What have you seen, ma'am?
She's getting more animated and not. She doesn't look pleased at your presence.
I'll come back later and see how you're doing. Just drink more water. I go up to the bar.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what? Jen?
It's fine. I like Mr. Barrow's kind of trying to get your attention to point towards. Who would she pick? There's an obvious choice, and then like one that she'd point towards the halfling with the smoking mug. Maybe that's our girl.
You think that's her? What? Why?
To ask. I'm getting a feeling, you know. I'm getting a vibe.
And you all would be familiar enough with this tavern to know that there are more, there's more rooms upstairs for people to drink and lounge in. So there's potentially more customers upstairs. But
Okay.
Well, let's finish scanning the place before we set our sights on somebody and just go up and ask them.
Alright. If you think that's wise.
I wouldn't say it if I didn't.
I wink at him. I'm all smiles.
oh boy.
A small wink back is all you're gonna get from me. I have to pee, so I'll be right back. So you guys do your thing.
Okay.
Okay.
So who are you guys wanting to go talk to?
Well, he mentioned maybe we should scan or
Yeah, in the other area.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. Well, in that case, I will wait for him to get back from going pee before I describe that to him, and I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. So, I guess
Very short.
a very short, very early get a drink break. Because, yeah, I didn't realize what Liam was wanting to do.
She had something sweet.
Hello?
A lot.
Hello? If I'm not did you mute us? Can you
No.
What? I'm sorry, I just didn't use the bathroom before the session. And I couldn't. I felt like I couldn't focus fully.
Oh. I'm sorry. I'm just getting a drink, if you can hear me.
Okay. That's fine. Why do we have eggnog?
Eggnog.
I'm
Alright.
dreaming.
Liam's back.
So, welcome back. Who all is gonna go upstairs and take a look around?
Probably me.
I'm gonna stay downstairs and talk to the bartender.
Okay. So gonna go upstairs. Ba-dum-ba-dum-bum-bum. So Neris is the only one going upstairs right now?
I'll
Oh,
be
yeah.
the side of the opulent paladin.
Okay.
Unwise, but okay.
I'll be right back, darling, and I'll go with Nurse.
Okay. Yeah, you two go upstairs, and where'd you guys go? Yeah, you enter into a windowless dining room that's lit with lanterns hanging from the rafters, and there's some somewhat rugged looking rugs covering the floor, and gathered around two large tables in the center of the room, eating and playing games of Baldur's Bones, are about another 16 or so people.
Um,
Well, I mean, again, I would kind of scan all of the people and see if I see any women that stand out to me.
yeah.
Yeah. You see a half-orc woman with kind of a strong jawline and a large greatsword leaned up against the table next to her, and whatever it is that she's talking about, she finds it very amusing because she has a very loud, bellowing laugh. And sitting maybe diagonally from her and two spots down, I'd say, is a either an elven or a half-elven woman. You can't really tell. She has the ears, and they look like they might be a little bit too pointy to be a half-elf, but at the same time, her facial features and cheekbones, maybe she could be human. You're not sure. But she is also playing a game of Baldur's Bones with this group. And then at the other table from them, they're sitting at the table closest to you. At the far table is another human woman with buzzed hair and black studded leather armor. She has a short sword on her side, and she is again also playing Baldur's Bones, but she has kind of a cool demeanor to her. She's leaning back, one hand resting lazily on the pommel of her sword, and she is just kind of eyeing her opponents. And then at the same table as her, eating, is another halfling woman. She's wearing like yellow and black armor. She has short blonde hair. She's kind of chubby, and she is very enthusiastically digging into her plate of food. And actually, since you two are the two super observant ones, I want you guys both to make perception checks.
Okay. Boy, first rolls.
12.
Hopefully they're not like Azaka rolls.
I mean, I rolled a 5.
15.
Yeah. Vistravara, you see...
I'm sorry. 11. I looked at the wrong thing.
Never mind. You guys don't notice anything out of the ordinary.
No points in perception.
It's a rip.
Yeah. It was worth a shot. Yeah.
Oh.
Those are the notable women in this room.
We need to find her.
Yeah.
Which one could it be?
Downstairs, Bratham, you said that you're going to the bar to talk to the bartender.
Yes, my lord.
Please don't call me that ever again.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes, sir.
Boss.
that's like the fucking
Manager?
female equivalent of Milady.
Boss,
Um,
sport.
hey,
You want me
boss.
to call you sport?
Hey, boss. Please no. Yeah, there is, like I said, two human men currently tending the bar. One of them is older than the other. He has kind of a horseshoe hair thing going on. And
I'm sorry. Oh,
yeah,
ew.
like a horseshoe do.
Right.
And he is currently busy taking someone else's order, but the younger of the two smiles at you when you approach.
How's the younger gentleman look?
He's actually fairly young. He looks like he's maybe not even 20 yet.
Oh,
He has some just a few hairs gracing his chin and upper lip, and he's wearing an apron that's wet in some places.
I just want to take a bite out of that little peach meat.
Yeah, he's got some little freckles that haven't quite gone away yet as the summer months have moved into fall. And some like sandy blonde hair.
All right. So he smiles at me. Does he say anything?
Yes. No, he just smiles at you and waits for you to make your order.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
What pray tell, what's on the menu?
I wait. Did they actually give me a menu? I could have sworn they actually gave me a menu. No, this is too much work. I'm not gonna worry about it.
Save it. Don't speak. I'm not
Yeah,
hungry.
no, it. Yeah, he lists off like some various foods that they have in right now. Their current special is a pumpkin tart that they're doing with the pumpkins that are coming in from the south now that they're in season.
Oh. I order a pumpkin tart.
Yeah. Excuse me. He writes it down and sends a ticket back to the kitchen, and tells you that they're made to order, so it'll be hot and ready in probably 5-10 minutes, something like that.
All right. Well, in that time, I say, pray, tell me, young sport, what
My name's
what do
Jeffrey.
you make of the? I'm sorry.
My name's Jeffrey.
Tell me, Jeffrey, or Jeff, if I can call you that.
That's fine.
What do you make of the ultra violence on the outside of the city?
Well, it's unfortunate, and I'm glad that I have such a stable job here with lots of security, but I realize that there are others who aren't as fortunate as I am, but I'm not really in a position to help them.
Well, what if I told you that you may well be in the position to help?
He kind of glances nervously at the badge pinned to your chest. I don't think that I'm the kind of
No,
person.
I'm not trying to recruit you, young boy. Your little peach face couldn't hurt a fly now.
Pulls out a greatsword and lobs off your ear.
No. That's not what I'm talking about. I write down the, well, okay, yeah. Are there napkins here, like, on the bar?
There are cloth napkins.
Amazing. I take out some charcoal.
Okay.
And I write down where my church is,
Okay.
and I give it to him.
Mhm.
And I say, "Are you a religious man, boy?"
My father is, but I admit I've never really cared for church.
Oh well, this is a different type of church. It's more
More
oriented
hip, more
for.
in with the kids, man.
It's oriented towards those who don't take kindness to the normal types of church. You know what, with the praying and the child molesting and all that.
Are you right? Excuse me just a moment. And he steps away and helps another customer for a minute, pours them a drink, and
Must be thinking about it.
and seeing that you're still standing there, somewhat reluctantly comes back over.
Hard
Right.
worker, aren't you?
Someone's got to do it, you know. So.
Oh, someone does. Is that your father that's working with you?
No, he works in the upper city.
Oh. Do you come from money, I assume?
He does.
Oh. So you decided not to go the path of your father?
I mean, I love him, but I want to be my own person.
That is what I am to be as well. Anyway, have you heard of a woman named, it's Tarina, right?
Yes.
Tarina?
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, shit. 1 minute. Persuasion check. Let me look at my stats. Oh, sick. 1 minute. Here, let me just roll it in the chat.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. How do I roll it? The same command as always.
Yeah, I believe so.
Alright, so that is an 18.
Yeah. He kind of glances nervously around when you say Tarina's name, but the only other customer currently at the bar is engrossed in conversation with the man at the end wearing the apron, who has yet to do any work since you guys walked in. And he says, listen, you're nice, and I don't want to get wrapped up in any nasty business. So she likes to hang out upstairs. She has really no hair. You can't miss her. But please, you didn't hear anything from me.
Oh, absolutely not. I'll make sure to omit you from the story. Now, should you ever wish to get out of this shithole, or maybe you'd like to stay here for another 20 years, maybe you'll be working in 2 shithole taverns. But if you'd ever like to get out of it, consider paying me a visit. And I leave.
He kind of exhales forcefully and smiles politely, and then throws the napkin in to be washed.
Okay. I'll go upstairs.
Yeah. While this conversation's been taking place, Neris and Vistravara, you two have just observed the room, and now you have this small list of people that you're trying to narrow down who might be Tarina.
Yeah, but now you don't know what to do because outside of the game, I know who it is now.
Vistravara doesn't know.
Vistravara, yeah, she is still kind of Thinking it might be one of the ones downstairs. She'll like lean over to Maris. Who do you think it is?
What was that I couldn't hear?
Who do you think it is?
Not sure. Definitely a couple people that seem the type. Especially
Yes.
that big burly one.
The half orc.
I don't know what they deal with. Maybe we go quickly downstairs and see if can't remember your name has gotten a lead.
Bratham.
Yeah. Braytham's gotten a lead.
Yeah, we could see if we glean any information and make sure that the street rat didn't take off on us. So I say we go back downstairs and meet up with the third buddies.
Okay.
Yeah.
At least we could tell them what we saw.
Yeah, you guys get to the bottom of the stairs as Bratham is turning away from the counter. It looks like he just finished talking with the younger of the two barkeepers. What has Ellie been doing in all this time? Has she just
She's
kind of
just been kind of quietly
observing?
standing in a corner,
Okay.
Always in a corner.
watching the room.
Make a perception check for me, Ellie.
What perception? 21.
Yeah, as you've been kind of passively observing the room, you notice that the woman with no eyebrows that Bratham has or tried to talk to has moved from her seat in the stall over here and kind of just went whoop around the corner to this stall here, and when she moved to that position, you noticed that the drink that she had was not half full because she's been drinking it, but half full because she's been slowly filling it up. And
Ew.
every once in a while she like looks around and kind of surreptitiously spits into the cup really quick when she thinks that nobody's looking, and then keeps muttering to herself.
Oh, great.
Ew. That's nasty. Jesus.
What was that, Jim?
Mad Mag.
No, that's not Mad Maggie.
Damn.
I wish it was.
Nasty.
That's the benefits of a good perception check.
Gross.
Sometimes you don't want to roll well.
Why? That was great.
Yeah, it was great. Can she be like my mom? My grandma, maybe? I don't know.
Sure, why not?
Oh, Grammy. Hey, I didn't expect to see.
Yeah.
She basically talks like Omega's goblins.
Yeah.
Aww.
If she
I miss Omega. Omega, come back.
Yeah, when we go back downstairs, I'll go back up to I'm still trying to remember everything. Bratham.
We'll get there.
Yeah, I'll
Session
just
one.
be sauntering over to the stairs.
Sauntering.
Hello, darling. Did you learn anything?
Oh, I've learned a lot of things. I continue walking.
I kind of walk up and say he was hitting on the bartender, and then walk
Uh,
off.
I wasn't,
Done the
but
same.
Do you make an indication as to which bartender he was hitting on?
No.
Okay.
would have hit on both.
Yeah. The older of the two definitely has dad bod.
Oh, sick. Like muscular dad bod?
No, not really.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. So I'm gonna take Vistavar by the arm again.
Yes. Yes.
And I say, I know exactly where Tarina is.
Oh. Alright, we did see a few promising people up there, but we're just not sure which one.
Well, I'll know.
Alright.
I walk up.
Yeah. You go upstairs and everyone is now bald.
Sick.
Ah! Damn it.
It's just Michael sitting in the room alone, flipping a quarter.
It's like, I know you played Valdrin, you bastard.
Bastard. Sorry, Zach. More inside jokes. Anyways, yeah, you guys come back up to the pretty much the same scene as before. Everyone's rolling dice, drinking, eating, generally having a good time.
I scan the crowd and narrow my eyes at the shaved-headed woman.
Yeah. She is somewhat dramatically back in the pretty much back corner. I keep forgetting you're not in here, Liam.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
She is pink. Right there.
Giant circle.
And yeah,
She's got the biggest chair.
listen. I don't appreciate your sass, Jim.
She's got 2 chairs.
Listen. It's not my fault I'm thick. She's on the black dot.
On the black dot. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll walk around the tables then. Is there any open seats?
Yeah. They're at the same table as she is, at the very end. Like the, I guess, head of the table. That seat is empty. And then there are 2 empty seats on the side of the table closest to you, on the side closest to you. The bottom 2 seats on that side are also open.
I'll come over and I'll seat Vistavara at the head of the table.
Oh.
And I'll,
How kind.
I'm known for it. I'll just kind of elegantly, pull my arm out and then walk over to her. Torina.
Yeah, you walk over and sort of are you just like standing directly behind her? Like how are you approaching her?
I'm gonna walk up to her, up to the side, and I'll clear my throat and I'll say, Torina?
Yeah, as you're approaching and it becomes apparent who you're walking towards, I want everybody to make another perception check. That's apparently the theme of this episode, is perception.
Okay. Forgot that I gave her low wisdom. Is that
13.
21.
No. She did not roll well.
15.
Yeah. All,
Six. Sick.
everybody but Bratham notices that as she scoops up the dice and rolls them, she she palms one of the dice, and a fresh one falls out of her sleeve when she rolls. It's a very slick, practiced move that if you guys weren't all very observant, you may not have noticed. But she's just pulled a switcheroo as Bratham approaches, and indeed, much to none of your surprise, she exclaims in glee and wins that hand, basically, as Bratham approaches. And yeah, Bratham, you step up and say what? Did you say her name?
I spoke her name, yeah.
Okay, yeah. She turns around and looks at you and raises one eyebrow.
Very skilled, aren't you?
I try. And I'm sorry, who are you?
Well, let's cut the pussyfooting, I guess. My name's Bratham Vex. I'm a friend of Captain Zod. I was told to speak with you.
Her other eyebrow raises, and now you can see her eyes move from your face to take in all of you. Wink, wink. And her eyes linger for a second on the badge pinned to your chest. And she says, "What does Conrad want now?"
Oh, first names. See, we were told about a cult, not doing risky, shady business, that you would know about it and where to take us. We're here to eradicate, exterminate.
She just, she looks at you for a second, and you can see she's thinking about something, and then very quickly, almost imperceptibly, she winks at you, and then shrugs, and says, "I have no idea what you're talking about."
Well, very good.
Turns back to her game.
I go up to Vistavar, and I whisper in her ear. She can help us.
Very good.
I'll just wait around then.
Yeah, you all hang around the room for a few more minutes.
Wait, Mike.
What's up?
I go downstairs to get my tart.
Yes, absolutely. You go down there, and Jeffrey, when he sees you, catches your eye and nods and holds up a finger to let you know that he'll be with you in a minute. And finishes delivering drinks to one of the booths, and then goes back to the kitchen and comes back a moment later with a hot apple tart, or hot pumpkin tart, rather.
I take the tart and I say, "Thank you, Stephen," and I walk back up.
Yeah. Jeffrey Stephen wonders how you learned his full name.
See, it was more of a power play, you know?
Yeah. Well, now it's even more so.
Because I knew Jeffrey Stephen's name. He'll be persuaded.
Yeah, you come back up to the room, and Tarina takes a few more minutes, plays a few more hands, and then eventually excuses herself, grabs her winnings, and retires back to let's see, this room right over here, Liam, it is.
It's fine. They can direct me.
It's basically when you first come out of the staircase. It's not the room. It's not the bedroom like directly at the staircase. It's the room next to that.
The next one? Okay.
And yeah, she gets up from her table and catches your eye, Bratham, and then goes back into that room.
As slyly as possible, I walk over to the door, and I put the pumpkin tart down in front of it and knock once.
Make a wisdom stealth check.
I'm sorry.
Make a wisdom stealth check.
Like a wisdom check instead of stealth itself.
Make a wisdom check, and if you're proficient with stealth, add your proficiency bonus.
Oh. Okay.
This, you're not like... You're trying to be stealthy, but not in the sense of like you're trying to hide from people. You're trying to read a room and try to perceptively navigate your way through a social situation more than anything. So I'm deeming this as wisdom rather than dexterity.
Yeah, I'm not proficient in stealth, but that is a 16.
Okay. Yeah, you stand over by the door and wait for everyone to be engrossed in what they're doing or sufficiently distracted, and then you give a knock on the door, and a second later it opens up, and Tarina quickly beckons you inside.
I go in.
Okay. Is anybody else going to try to follow him?
I know I certainly will.
I will as well.
Okay.
I won't.
Sure. Yeah.
Everyone's in.
All of you guys quickly pile into the room, and Tarina looks somewhat alarmed. She knew that Mr. Varro was with you, but
Gang.
she hadn't quite got the read on Ellie and Neris yet. But
Not as talented as we were told you were. And I hand her the tart.
Thank you. Let me... Oh, it would help if I actually was in the right spot. Yeah. So, before I tell you anything, what exactly is your goal? What do you mean by cultists? What are you looking for?
If I remember correctly. Jen, notes. It was... What was it? It was the followers of the three dead people.
Yeah.
The dead three.
Miracle.
Um,
Other two.
And we wanted to get rid of them. Because they were killing people.
Yeah.
Yes?
I think the plan is to find out where
Their hideout or whatever.
Yeah.
take them all out.
We relay our information to her
Okay.
without going through everything that we went through. Let's go.
Yeah, you do so, and she listens patiently, and then flops down onto the bed and takes a bite out of her pumpkin tart. So, the way I see it is, you got a job to do. Zodge is up your ass, and you can't do it until I help you.
Correct.
In that case, I'm going to need you guys to do something for me before I can give you the information that you need.
Is that so?
And that would be?
There are some, we'll call them gangsters in town that aren't too fond of me, and I've heard rumors that they now know that I'm here and that they're looking for me, and well, if you can take care of them for me, then I'll give you the information that you need.
Sounds easy enough. Where are they?
I don't know where they are, but if the rumors that I've heard is true, then they'll be here, well, before too long.
What do they look like?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. I have an idea of one who might be looking for me, but what lackeys he brings with him, I don't know. Specifically, though, a man named Deadeye.
Dead-Eye Nuki Beast? Okay. Sorry.
No. Leckard Deadeye. He's a pirate. And he's not fond of me. He's a disgusting man. He smells like rotting fish. Ugh. Just the thought of him. She kind of shudders a little bit and crinkles her nose at the other half of her pumpkin tart and sets it down on the table next to her.
And what did you do to make him not like you? Did you cheat him?
I don't think that that's necessarily pertinent to our transaction.
If you say so, it could help us. Maybe we could set a trap for him. Set some bait.
She's a smart one, this one.
I'm already the bait.
You're willing to be the bait.
I'm already the bait. He's coming for me regardless of whether or not you're here to kill him. But if you kill him, then you get the information that I get. And if he kills me, well, then you get to deal with Zodge, not me.
Well, what if there was someone else that could be the bait for you? You go into hiding, or I know you can't really leave easily.
She kind of sighs for a second and sits up. And she says, I've been hiding already. And this is my opportunity to get rid of Deadeye. So either you take care of him for me, or find someone else who can find these cultists for you.
I mean, I was just offering a suggestion that would have been fun for me.
She just kind of looks at you.
Let me
I mean,
stretch my magic muscles. But alright.
who's to say we,
What was that?
who's to say that we don't work for Dead-Eye? You seem to trust us.
Well, I mean, if you do, then here I am.
That's good. I like your danger be damned sort of attitude. Are you religious?
Do you do this with everyone?
I'm sorry?
Do you do this with everyone?
Only the people I think are worthy.
Which is everyone.
Everybody sins.
Some more than others.
One sin or 1,000 sins, you're still going to hell if you don't repent. Alright. Now, I think that this is perfect opportunity to get rid of some ne'er-do-wells and get some information that we need and save somebody from the death.
Alright.
Well, good luck with that. I'll be here. And Tarina lays back and finishes off her tart.
I head out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll hesitate a little bit and look back at her again before I finally leave.
And I think if everybody leaves, I'll just I'll pop my head back in for a minute and I'll say the tart wasn't poisoned, by the way. Just notice you didn't check, and I'll close the door.
Yeah. So, I will go ahead and say that there is going to be a few hours to kill in the tavern, if you guys want to stay in the tavern before our encounter. So, whatever you guys want to do in that time, if you just want to loiter around and try to overhear conversation and stuff like that, that's fine. But if you have something specific, then now's your chance.
I don't. No.
No, I suppose I just, I mean, I feel like we would notice Deadeye when we see him. So
He sounds obvious, right?
Yeah.
With a name like Deadeye.
Ask Jeffrey Steven, you know. No.
Dead-eye Moody.
God.
Do any of you guys speak Elvish?
Yes.
I do.
I look elvish, thank you. I am an
No.
elvish lady.
Okay. If you say so.
100% elvish.
Yeah. About an hour into you guys hanging around the tavern and waiting for Deadeye and his lackeys to show up and try to kill Tarina, you hear a sort of ghostly, like reverberating, haunting, singing sound of a female voice that kind of emanates and echoes from all of the walls. It seems to be coming from everywhere.
Ooh.
And those of you who speak Elvish can understand the lyrics, which are as such. And I'm not gonna be singing that for everybody, so you all can read it and enjoy it. And then when everyone's done reading, we can move on.
Wait, what was the name of that city that fell? Was it?
El Turel.
So El Toro fell.
Yes.
Interesting. Yeah.
And I want everybody to make a history check at the end of hearing this song.
God.
History.
Solid 3.
Yeah, buddy.
An 8.
16.
12.
Okay. Bratham, you
Mm-hmm.
know that the companion that they're referring to in the song, or that she's referring to in the song, is referring to the artificial second sun that burns over Elturel and protects the city and its surrounding lands from undead. It's pretty common knowledge that Elturel has a second artificial sun hanging above it.
Right.
You know that the guardian is or the companion rather is the proper name for what that thing is, and so that's just a little bit of insight that you have into what the fuck they're talking about.
Okay. Cool. Well, I mean, if anybody asks, I'll relay the information, but for now, it's just spooky. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. And like as soon as this song like picks up, everybody goes completely silent. Like there's maybe the only person in the entire place that's making any noise is the crazy no eyebrows lady, who's muttering into her spit cup.
Ew.
And yeah.
It's like the dude who, never mind.
Okay. And
I don't want to say that on stream.
With one last haunting, carrying note, the song comes to a close. And there's a few moments of silence before people start to fall back into the general hustle and bustle of being in a tavern.
Wow, the live music in here is impressive. Comes straight from the walls.
Yes, that was certainly something. Did you understand it?
It must happen here a lot. Yeah, I could hear it.
I see.
You know, talking about the hellish hordes and the sun of Elturel and all its light and all that.
Right.
Well, I guess it's just a normal Tuesday for these folks.
Yeah. It was weird. I don't think any of you guys spent enough time in this tavern to really know anything about what that might have been, so.
I am gonna go up to the bartender, actually.
Okay.
God.
Sure.
You know what? I'm gonna be like,
Jeffy.
so Jimothy, it's nice to see you again. I just
Jeffrey Stephen Jimothy
assume
is even more impressive.
he's gonna have a lot of names by the end of this campaign.
I need to start taking notes specifically
Yeah.
on what this character's name is.
It's like Esteban Julio Ricardo Montoya de la Rosa Ramirez.
Yeah, that one. Please don't
yeah.
make me tag that one on.
No, you will. Hello, Esteban Julio Ricardo Montoya de la Rosa Ramirez.
Okay,
the third.
The third. I just assumed that happens a lot.
Well, it does happen occasionally, but the words were different this time. It was kind of strange.
Pray, tell me why it happens.
Well, the story is that this place used to be owned by an old ship's captain and his wife, and the captain was lost at sea once, and in grief, his wife killed himself, or killed herself rather, and now it's said that her spirit haunts over this place and laments the passing of her husband. But this time the words were different. I'm not sure what to make of it.
That is disconcerting. You sell drinks and food in that haunted house?
Well, haunted tavern.
Do the lights flicker, and do the walls ooze green slime and all that?
No.
No.
You live in a
Tell
world
her.
with dragons and elf spirits is where you're gonna draw the line here, bud?
Well, listen, I haven't seen a dragon in my life before. I've barely
A
seen
dragon
ghosts.
attacks the city.
God, I have 7 health points.
Not for long.
You know, there's a lot of things that happen in the world. I just didn't expect it to happen coming from the walls of this tavern. Excuse
Weird shit
My
happens everywhere, man. I don't know what to say.
disturbedness.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of weird. I guess I'm just used to it by now.
All right, well, I have nothing else to say to you right now. I'll be really honest with you, Jeffrey, Stephen, Timothy. I'm really just gonna walk
I
away
really
right now.
expected more from you, I'm gonna be honest. Excuse me.
Just say, do you have that napkin that you washed?
He pulls the napkin out of his apron pocket, and it is as pristinely written on as it was when you handed it to him. So it's right here, my dude. Saw, dude.
Sorry.
Totally tubular.
I am fine. Alright. You know, wait. Magicians, keep that. I leave.
Magicians. Oh, Liam. Alright. Yeah. So, you guys spend probably another 3 to 4 hours hanging around this place, waiting for potentially nothing to happen, when, as if we were telling a story, something happened.
Deadeye.
Yeah, went out of nowhere. Yeah, no, you guys, you're hanging out, and out of nowhere, boom, the front door is open.
The Inception noise comes out of the wall.
Yeah, exactly. And framed by the moonlight behind the open doors, is a man wearing like what is it, a trihorn hat? Is that what it's called? The like pirate hat. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, he's wearing one of those, and he has like a leather duster on, and you can see his left eye is like a milky white, and he's got like a scar kind of hanging down a little bit from the corner of that eye.
Moon scar eye.
Yeah, and he saunters into the tavern, and now you can see that he's kind of a brawny guy. He's got like dirty brown hair, and a cruel sneer, and
like a red flannel.
and a pirate swagger, and a red flannel, and he's flanked
Paper towels.
by 8 thugs.
Ooh.
Yeah, right? He doesn't. Excuse me, he's flanked by 7 thugs for a total of 8.
Thugs.
Yeah. And They're all in like, you know, pirate get up.
They walk in and they say, "Arr."
Yeah, well, no, but they like have like, you know, they look like pirates. Listen,
Do they have
Right,
any birds on their shoulders?
yes, no,
Right.
Peg
Brayton speaks
leg.
up. Are you shitting me?
there are no peg legs. But yes, Deadeye has a cloudy eye and 7 companions, and they come sauntering into the bar. And this time, unlike when you guys walked in, everybody does go quiet, and everybody looks at the pirates, and the pirates look back at everyone else, and then
Alright.
and then Deadeye speaks, and he says, "We're looking for an old friend of ours. Goes by the name Turina, or so I'm told. Loves to cheat at Baldur's bones." He just kind of looks around the room expectantly.
I look Deadeye straight in his dead eye. Okay. And I say, amongst the quietness of the room, "Man, I wonder when Deadeye is gonna get here."
He walks over to the closest table and reaches past one of the patrons sitting there and picks up their drink. And
Is it the spit cup?
it's not the spit cup. I wish it was. It's not the spit cup. He picks up their drink and raises it to the room and says, "It's a free pint of ale to anyone who can give me information." And you can kind of see people are like looking around, and there's kind of a squirrely looking figure over in the corner that is starting to stand up. Looks like he might be about to say something.
Mm-hmm.
Are any of you guys gonna do anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna start walking up to him. Oh, you know, I think I know just who you're talking about.
Oh,
Yes. Come with me, and I'll try to like take his arm.
yeah, he'll smack your hand away, and yeah, he'll gesture towards the room at large for you to lead the way.
Follow me.
Hmm?
I'll start
Do you know who I am?
walking Out
Yeah.
of this room, and I guess
He and his gang
And his
start to
gang.
follow you.
yeah, it's fine. I got this.
I suppose I can plop in some folks. So we need a good Deadeye.
Good Deadeye.
First of all, those can be all of his lackeys, but Deadeye needs to be something special. Maybe Deadeye can be Thok.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it that way.
I'm gonna make fun of this guy a lot.
Listen,
We don't have a pirate.
yeah, we haven't done our pirate game yet, unfortunately. But
Look at him. Look at his silly pirate face. Like, oh, it's a pirate.
Gabriel kind of looks like a pirate, but
you kind of look like a pirate.
Bitch.
Alright. So yeah, you're gonna. Where are you leading this guy?
Like, is he right behind me, or does he have his cronies like between us?
He's right behind you. They're all trailing him,
Okay,
like
well then my hips are
looking
really
around menacingly at everyone.
small. Yeah.
They're real tough guys. They're making a show.
I wink at him,
Yeah. I will
like with my mouth open, like really. Sorry, go ahead.
This is fine. I will like try to look past all of them at least rate them and kind of, you know, give him a look. You know, just try
The
and-
knowing look.
Yeah. I'm squishy, okay?
Yeah, I got you.
So I'll start to. I mean, the only real option is like upstairs. I don't know if I want to be that isolated.
Oh snap!
Bring him to the lady. Bring him to the lady.
I found pirate art.
Is there like an alley like behind the?
Baby, this is Baldur's Gate. You can find an
Yeah.
alley anywhere you want.
All right, I'll start to lead him like outside.
Yeah. Make a deception check.
Okay.
Pirate garb.
Oh, I gotta roll. These. Okay, 17 plus something. What was it?
Deception.
21.
21.
21.
Yeah, he raises the not dead eye eyebrow, but otherwise doesn't say anything. And
What a dumbass.
What a dead ass.
Ooh, get him.
you are you just gonna like walk through the crowd of pirates?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Swaying my hips.
you
Standing tall.
Fellas.
you saunter your way through, and he, now with his gang between the two of you, presents his back to the rest of the group and starts to follow you back outside.
Yeah, and I will start to lead him like around the side of the building to the back. Yeah, I always see her back here, smoking her pipe.
Okay. I suppose we can move
far-
this board.
I'm sorry, I moved it completely outside of the
It's fine.
building with the map.
It's fine. We can just move some stuff.
I turn to the rest of the gang. So should we ambush them or what? Should we help her? Follow her?
Grid. And then objects.
I will help you make that decision when I cast the spell.
Cast shatter on yourself.
I don't have that spell, I refuse.
Damn it. We are level 1.
Maybe the homeless person has
Apply
shatter.
an image.
No.
No?
I don't want to apply an
Not
image.
that
Can I
one.
Not
use a
yet.
spell without an image?
It's a second level spell.
I can't.
Oh.
You can't just use a plain white one. Okay, that makes me sad. Well, this why is it's not showing the grid here, and it makes me sad.
I'm sorry.
Jen, why do you do this to me?
What? I'm sorry.
How could you do
Benjamin.
this?
I'm sorry.
How could you
I
do
wanna
this to
lead
me?
The pirate into an alley and
There we go.
mind spike him or whatever. No, not mind spike.
Let's see.
I'm gonna give him a headache.
Options. Why isn't the grid?
Benjamin.
Benjamin.
Gingivitis. More like gingivitis.
Oh,
Am I right?
Oh, why are you dissing your girlfriend, dude?
Am
she
I
always
right?
does.
I don't know why the grid isn't working, but it's making me sad. That's fine. We'll just do this.
Theater of the mind.
Yeah, we'll fuck it.
I can't see it anyway.
This is the tavern,
Mm-hmm.
and you. Which side are you going to? Are you leading them to?
Like towards the back, and I'm gonna say,
Okay.
like if the entrance is.
After they go outside, is anybody following them out? Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
follow.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, I'll lead the way.
That's
Hey,
what I was
buds.
hoping.
okay. Are you
Let's
guys
out-thug
trying
'em.
to like be stealthy so that they don't notice you following, or
I mean, as soon as they like exit the door, we'll get up, right? Like that's
okay?
so that they don't
Yeah.
see us.
You yeah, they step outside and you wait a second, and they and then head out. Yeah, and they go around.
We move in.
Yeah, and
Oh, wait,
as
no,
we
there's
um
they're not
as we like start to round the corner,
there. Mm-hmm.
I turn around and utter a few words in Elvish, and I cast Mind Sliver
Oh boy.
on Deadeye.
Okay, what does that do?
Mind Sliver. You drive a disorienting spike of psychic energy into the mind of one creature you can see within range. This is assuming I can see him through the people.
You can, yes.
He must make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay, intelligence saving throw.
Yeah.
He's probably not that smart. He's stupid. Pirate.
Big stupid pirate boy.
Let's see
Yeah.
here. Let's roll the dice.
He's probably dexterous, but he's
That
dumb.
is a 16.
Okay, so
Fuck.
he probably starts to feel a little bit of pressure in his head, maybe like sinus pressure.
Okay.
But it just fizzles away, like maybe just a brief little spike of pain, but it doesn't really linger or anything. And then Vistafara is just like, get him!
Yeah, he's gonna smile, and just say, well, that wasn't too smart. And I'm gonna need everyone to roll for initiative. And I'm sorry for the sound that just made.
Oh,
Ah,
first initiative.
I'm so sorry.
roll for initiative.
Let's see.
Fuck. So,
And I'm gonna need
11.
just a minute.
I don't move around. God damn it. Why does life have to be hard?
I'm sorry, Liam.
No.
See if this works. Might help.
Okay.
Ooh, what was
Now,
that?
I initiated a live stream. You should be able to see through my screen.
Oh,
Should at least let you.
let's go. Plus 3, 4.
and I'm gonna go down. I was really hoping
Yeah.
you wouldn't roll good.
You're squishy.
Yeah.
Greasy.
Okay. So, did anybody get between a 20 and a 15?
I got 15.
At 11.
Okay.
And both of us rolled 10s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
H.
Okay. So, I will say that was the first round, the surprise round. And so now we are back at the top of initiative order. And Vistravara, you get to go again because my bad guys didn't roll well. I suppose I should probably number all of these.
I'm screwed.
This was your plan, not mine.
I know. It seemed like the thing to do. Lead them around and get it. Okay. No.
So you can see the scene. Watch the link should expand. There we go.
Oh, thank you. That's helpful. Okay. Am I within 5 feet of number 4?
Yes.
Okay. So I can't move away without provoking an attack unless I disengage. I don't want to get hit. So. I think that is going to be my first thing is to disengage.
Okay.
Or try to, and get around here. I'd like to move.
This is basically just theater of mind, so you can. It's all basically arbitrary. It's just.
I'd like to move like over here, so
Yeah, you can do that.
around the corner, so I can still see them if I peek around it. And I don't think I can do anything else right now.
Okay.
Am I familiar with it?
That's fine.
So,
If you want.
yeah. Yeah, that'll be my turn, just to try to
Okay.
get a little bit out of the way.
Braitham,
Yes.
you're up.
Yes.
You're making your way around the corner right now, and you just heard Vistravara yell, "Get him!"
How far is it to Deadeye?
I'd say you're 30 feet away.
Alright, I'll move my feet.
Simplicity's sake. Yep.
And I am gonna, I guess, attack, right?
Get him.
I don't have any spellcasting, so this is what I'm good for.
You're basically a fighter right now.
Yeah. So, here we go. Shit! That's a critical fail.
Oh,
Okay.
oh no.
Roll a d20 for me.
What happened?
Okay. Yeah, you fail.
What happened?
You failed. You didn't hit him.
Alright. That's my turn.
All right. Ellie and Neris, whichever one of you wants to go first may do so.
I'm probably gonna go first.
Go ahead.
Put 3 R's in there. I did.
I'm just gonna run around the corner so I can get line of sight on people.
Yep.
And I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire,
Sure.
which is a 20-foot cube, and my main goal is to get. I'm hoping to get Deadeye and that's like as many of these guards. Like I'm trying to focus it on these 5 guards and Deadeye, but avoiding.
Yeah, I'd say that you could get these guys here with it,
Yeah, that's good.
and he's not dead. So
And so they all have to make a dex save against 15.
okay. So Deadeye rolled a natural 1, and the rest of them rolled a 13.
That fails.
Then they all fail.
Yeah. Which means any attack roll against them has advantage
Okay.
for a minute.
We will do that so that we know that they're all fairy fired.
Yes.
Sweet. Yeah.
That's gonna end my turn.
You just that happened. Ellie.
I'll walk to the
Alright.
corner.
Yeah, our cleric just did the thing.
And then I'm gonna cast Firebolt against Deadeye.
Okay.
Good answer.
Oh my god. 8. Oh wait, advantage, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Good thing it did. 21.
That hits.
It's a D10 of damage. Yes. Yeah. So 7 plus 6, 13 damage, or fire damage.
Ouch. Okay.
And that's my turn.
13 stuff. Okay. Yeah. You step around the corner, and with the aid of the fairy fire, nail him basically directly in the small of the back. He's still not quite. He's still on the back foot, but that's about to change because it is now their turn.
No.
And fucking Deadeye is going to Deadass, god damn it. Turns around, and is going to engage with our dear opulent paladin because that's how those things happen.
Oh, sir.
So he's going to make 3 attacks.
Oh. Okay.
First 2 with his scimitar. And what is the plus to hitting? Okay. Does an 11 hit?
Nope.
Alright, second attack is a 14?
Nope.
No?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he takes 2 swings with his scimitar, both of them glancing off of your chainmail, and then with kind of a frustrated grunt, he spins around in what you think is a spinning back fist until you see the dagger clutched in his fist, and he is going to make 1 more attack. And that's a natural 4. And yeah, you easily smack down onto his wrist and knock the blow aside. And now feel much more confident in your abilities against this guy.
Do you know who I am?
Excuse me, bitch. Yeah. And then these guys are going to run up. Like so.
I'm dead.
And then like so.
Is this
Yeah.
like Bloodborne, where we all die in the beginning? That happened.
Yeah. And then Braitham, these these pirates start to swarm around you, and as they do, out of the corner of your eye, you see 2 of them run past you. You can use your reaction to make an opportunity attack at either one of them if you want.
Sick. Alright. So let's see.
At
One
either
of them
number
is
2 or
effective
number
as fairy.
5.
One of them has
No.
fairy fire, one doesn't.
Oh, what one has fairy fire?
The one that's running towards Neris has the fairy fire on him.
Do that one.
Okay.
Oh shit! You know what? I was supposed to make. Or was I? No, I wasn't. Right?
What?
The fairy fire was after I.
No, I dodged. I made it miss you.
Yeah.
It's a 20-foot cube.
No, I know, but the fairy fire was after I attacked the guy, right?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, it was.
you went before.
Yeah, you attacked and then I cast fairy
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah, that's what I was talking. Okay.
Yeah. So fairy fire is on right now. You have an advantage on this opportunity attack.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, so well, first it was a 21 hit, but I'll see if I crit.
That's what the battlefield currently looks like.
Alright, it didn't crit, but
no,
does
you
a
didn't crit,
21
but you
hit?
did hit.
Okay, so that is
This
one.
is number 5.
That is 8 damage.
8. Ouch.
I know. I'm doing him in.
Yeah, you stick him real good, and by the time that he gets in front of you, Neris, he's looking a little bit pale, and you can see that Caltonius, Braitham. I hovered over the figurine right as I said that. It looks like Braitham might have hit something major with his stab in the dark, as it were.
And I said, Shane.
And yeah, now they're all gonna make their attacks. So first things first, Vistravara.
Yeah. The first one that starts to go after me, my face suddenly transforms into like a skull with
It's a reaction.
It's a reaction.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
It imposes disadvantage.
Okay.
So it's become like a skull, like my flesh is rotted off of my face.
Ugh.
And yeah, the first person gets
Is the-
disadvantage.
Gross.
It's my
Is the
unsettling
person-
visage.
Is the person attacking her 5 feet away from me or more?
More.
Okay. I have Sentinel, so I can
Okay.
attack him if you were closer.
That's why I need to stay close to you.
So yeah.
Not just because you're cute.
So this one has disadvantage, which is a shame because that was a 19. Well, it was a 19 and a 12.
Ooh, but
So that's a +3, so 15 to hit.
yeah, that still hits.
Okay. He slashes at you with one of his cutlasses, and that is, I believe, a d6. Yes, it is. Okay. Well, that's going to be 2 damage, as he does the worst he possibly can. Probably thanks
Not
to your
bad,
spooky
yeah.
face. However, the other 2 are still preoccupied with the illusory flames on themselves and don't take as much notice, and so they're not as affected when they take their attacks. The first attack is going to be a 12 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
Are you serious?
That's
Wishy.
another 2 damage as he again rolls minimum damage. And then the third one rolls an 8 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay.
She's like, that hits.
Yeah,
11 armor class.
he swings a little bit wide and unfortunately does not cut you down.
Unfortunately.
And then Braitham, that's going to be 2 more attacks on you, as you are now surrounded by more pirates. 8
Great.
does not hit, but I imagine a 22 probably does.
Just barely, but yeah.
That's going to be 5 slashing damage as
Oh, no.
One of the pirates steps around Deadeye's spinning backstab, and manages to get a strike under your shoulder as you block that hit.
Just
Ouch.
one thing I just noticed. Raytham, I don't know if you grab starting equipment because it's saying your character has no equipment, which is why your AC is only 30.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, he has a second character sheet that he's been
Oh.
using. The one on D&D
Yeah.
Beyond is mostly just for me to like reference his abilities and things
Yeah, I
like
got
that. But
I was
Yeah.
confused when I looked over and saw I had higher AC than that.
yeah.
No.
I believe that he has chainmail.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have an 18 more class.
Okay.
Just checking.
Yeah, alright.
And then number 2 and number 5 are gonna take their attacks. So Ellie, does a 18 hit you?
Just barely.
Awesome.
Yes, it is.
You get
Quite a bit.
slashed for 6 damage as
Oh,
number 2 steps around the corner and takes a little cut at you. And
I'm
then-
almost dead.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Me too.
Neris, does a 16 hit you?
When he's attacking, a bright flash of light is going to appear in front of him, and I'm going to use Warding Flare to impose disadvantage.
Okay.
That's my reaction.
In that case, does a 10 hit you?
No.
All right. Yeah, he's blinded for a moment, and that coupled with the searing pain in his back, he goes wide, and it doesn't even come anywhere close to you. And yeah, that will finish off the pirate's turn. Vistravara, you are staring down 3 bloodthirsty pirates, and I believe you're at 3 hit points.
Yes, yes, I am. I wish I could fly.
Oh, well, give it a few levels.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think I can get away on my disc. It only floats 3 feet above the air. Above the ground. I mean, I can still do that and they just still get at me.
Just Silver Surfer, you're on away.
Yeah, I could try to run away again. No, I really wish I was by the paladin. Okay, maybe not. Dead Eye's right there. Fuck it, I'm gonna stand my ground. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna just kind of hold up 3 fingers and speak a few words in Elvish and just shoot some magic darts at these jerk-offs that are in front of me.
Okay.
At least if I'm going down, maybe I can hurt them a little bit.
Yeah, buddy.
So, fortunately, advantage doesn't mean anything for this.
So which one are you targeting?
I wasn't hit all 3 of them, but that doesn't do much damage. Which one, did I do my unsettling visage?
Number 1.
Alright, I'll go after him then.
Okay.
So,
Wait, wasn't one of them hurt by me?
The one over by Neris is.
Oh, okay.
each one gets a d4 plus 1 for each dart, so
Yes.
it's 10 force damage on number 1, which is 3 darts just shooting at me.
Yeah, they you know how like in bad action movies when people get shot, they'll just like throw their arms up and flail their chest around? It's kind of like that, but the force of it takes him back a couple steps and knocks him down to 1 knee, and you can see a trickle of blood coming from the corner of his mouth. But he's not quite out yet.
Yeah, and I will spit at him.
Yeah, you do so. It's gross. Not like the spit cup, but you know, close.
Oh, if only the spit cup
I'm
were
probably
here.
going down next time, but I got to shoot one.
You
That's my
did.
turn.
Yeah, breathe him.
Hey. I'm gonna hit Buttface McGee. Which, you know who it is. He knows who it is. One dude with sure. Try to crit. Well, didn't crit, but
Yeah, but you hit.
20. do. Just gonna hit him right. Do 4 damage. Fuck.
I mean, it's better than no damage. Yeah.
What?
You do 4 damage.
Yep, to our boy Deadeye.
Yeah. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Before Neris goes, I don't think you guys would be able to hear it or above the din of the combat, but Neris, at least you would see it, especially with your crazy high passive perception.
22.
One of the windows on the second floor opens up, and the end of a crossbow sticks through it, and a dart comes down, or not a dart, a bolt comes flying down towards Deadeye, and we'll call that a +5, so that's 16. What's his armor class again? Okay. Bolt comes flying down and sticks into Deadeye's shoulder, dealing an amount of damage that
Wow.
is unspecified to you guys, but is specified to me.
I can feel the beam immediately taking effect.
Yeah. And then the crossbow goes back in through the window, and Neris, it's your turn.
Okay.
I like her.
Me too.
She funky.
Or if you want to wait for Ellie to go, you can also let her go first. It's between you two at the beginning of each of your turns.
How about you go first, I think. Trying to figure out what I want to do.
No. I am going to cast Frostbite on the person in front of me.
Okie doke.
Needs to make a con save of 14.
Yeah, he failed.
So he takes 1d6 damage, and he has disadvantage on his next weapon attack.
Okay. And that's number 2, I believe. Yeah. Okay. And how much
Yeah.
damage was that?
I rolled a 5.
Get your shit together, Jake. Come on.
Sorry, I'm not used to playing mages.
Alright, and he has disadvantage on his next attack, you said?
Weapon attack.
Okay, well, I will make him temporarily fucked up. There we go. That's a good color for it. Alrighty. Yeah, you do so.
That's my turn.
I'm gonna try and just. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on the guy right in front of me.
Okie doke. I believe that's
That is a Dex save
Yeah.
versus 50.
That's a natural 17. So,
Damn.
yeah, that's unfortunate.
Nothing much I can really do. So.
That's really unfortunate.
Sacred
Yeah,
Flame is good. I always like Sacred.
Yeah, me too.
I guess.
Either that or shoot a crossbow bolt.
I guess it's the pirate's turn then. So
It's nice knowing you guys.
Deadeye is gonna take a few attacks at Braitham.
What's up?
I believe a 19 hits. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What? Fucking Christ! Well, that's gonna be 2 damage.
Oh god.
And then second attack is a natural 18. And that's
Cool.
going to be, it's going to be 4 damage. That time.
Okay.
As he takes a couple slashes at you with his scimitar. And then
I'm looking bad.
all of his cronies are gonna go. Yeah, this guy is not wanting to re-engage, so he's not going to. You beat the shit out of him with that magic missile. These two are gonna take their attacks though.
It was also before I realized I only have 2 spell slots.
Yeah,
Same.
that'll happen. 12 plus 15 to hit.
Yes.
You take 5 slashing damage.
I fall down.
Yeah, that'll happen. And then the other guy will go over and start trying to assist his friend, because he assumes that everyone else has this under control. And then 3 and 7 are going to take their attacks on Braitham. First one hits.
Okay. I'm down.
Alright. What? How many hit points do you have?
But 1.
Okay, well, yeah, you're down. And then number 2 is going to take his attack and miss. And then 5 is going to take his attack on Neris.
And I'm gonna use Warding Flare again.
Okay. It was a natural 4 anyway, so. Vistravara, death save.
Okay. I rolled a 7.
Alright, that's a failure.
And I don't have anything for those, right?
No. Braitham, death save.
Alright. Let's see. $15.
Okay, that's a success. Tyrina is going to stick her crossbow back out the window. And she's going to take a shot at number 5. And kill number 5 because she rolled a natural 18 and he's at 1 hit point. That's, I wanted to hit the wrong thing. There we go. Oh wait, they have a death animation. Haha, there we go. Yeah, so number 5 falls. And then you guys hear the front doors open. And Ellie and Neris, you hear some people coming out behind you. But unless you want to take the time to look on your turn right now, they're behind you and you can't really see what's going on. So, Neris.
How far do you think I could get in the general direction of Vistvar without getting into the range of attack of opportunity of any of them? Like looping around like this. Sort of.
Without dashing, probably about where you're at now.
Got it. And then from here, I'm gonna cast. for the sake of trying to keep alive, I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Braitham as I pass. Try and get him back up to distract,
Oh,
Okay.
sick.
which is 1d4 plus 5. That is 6 hit points.
Nice.
Braitham, you're back up.
I sure am.
Well, you're conscious, but.
Right.
And
Oh, hey,
goes
guys.
back to normal.
These jokers aren't dead yet.
Not quite. Alright. You still have an action left, I believe.
Oh yeah, I do. Then I will dash to get closer to Savara.
Yeah, I'll say that you can get up to the bad guys that she's
Got it.
currently engaged with. Ellie.
I'm going to cast Magic Missile. 2 are gonna hit 2, and then 1's gonna hit Deadeye.
Okay.
So, for 2. Six damage for 2.
2 dice.
Yep. And 5 damage to Deadeye.
Okay.
Would it be an action to turn around to see what was happening behind me?
Oh no,
Alright,
that
yes.
yeah,
Alright.
you can.
So once they're dead, I'm gonna look behind me.
Yeah, you look behind you and you see 2 dwarven men, both clutching what. One of them has a like a brown mohawk and kind of a well-kempt beard, and he's carrying what looks like the leg of a bar stool. And then the other guy he's the one that catches your eye immediately because you've never seen a dwarf with blue hair until now. But walking towards you is an unarmored dwarf with a braided blue beard carrying 2 hand axes, and they are making their way towards the sounds of the combat.
I'm literally crying.
Let's see. I believe I have Hilder's artwork, but I don't know if I have Wolfgar.
I have Wolfgar.
I actually don't know if I have Hilder now that I'm looking.
I have Hilder.
Oh no, I have Hilder. There we go.
I don't have blue.
You don't have Wolfgar Bluebeard?
I don't have
That's
blue
unfortunate.
beard Wolfgar. I think it was before I knew how to make my own figurines.
Alright, well, that's fine. We'll just copy him and change his name and make him blue. Okay. The 2 dwarves, when you turn around and look at them, Ellie, they nod at you, and then make their way past, and sprint directly up to the group of fighters, and the blue-haired one goes for the one on the far side, and the brown-haired one goes for the one on the closest side, and they're both going to attack the 2 thugs that are on either side of Braitham. And Hilder will be up first, and he definitely hits, but He's using a chair leg, so that's a D4. Yeah, that's gonna be that much damage. Wait, what number is this guy again? Oh wait, no, that has advantage, so he has a potential to crit. He didn't. But that's still 4 damage to, I believe, number 3. Yes. And then Ulfgar is going to take 2 attacks at number 7. The first one is going to miss because it doesn't have advantage. But the second one hits. And that's max damage because of fucking course it is. It's Ulfgar. And he looks like when he swings the first time, he puts just a little bit too much oomph into it and oversteps it. And Braitham, you see this quite often in people that get used to fighting in heavy armor and then are suddenly not in armor and find themselves in a fight.
Right.
And it's just, he's not used to throwing his weight around the way that he has to, but you see that whoever this guy is, he's a very experienced fighter because he quickly overcomes that and uses the hook on the bottom of his axe blade to slit this guy's throat and
Not
just
bad.
completely obliterate him in one attack.
Wow.
And
Damn.
it seems that maybe Tarina has called in some allies.
I only expect the best from Molfgar.
Of course. And now that it is his turn, Deadeye is going to very angrily start attacking with a new zeal now that the fight that he was so sure he was winning just a moment ago now seems to have the tide seems to have turned a little bit. And that is going to be a 13 misses, a fucking 8 misses, and then his third dagger attack is a 16 to hit? Question mark? Oh, you have a shield, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh,
18.
You gay bitch.
Yep, I am one of those.
Yes.
Do you ever just...
YouTube, please don't send the internet police after me. He is my friend, and he is a gay bitch.
You ever just sit in your truck?
You gay bitch. Anyways, Pirate's turn. What's left of them, at least. Number 3 is going to disengage and fucking cheese it because now he's facing down 2 angry dwarves and a human in full plate armor, and he doesn't get paid enough for this. And then he's not interested in that fight.
Hey.
Number 4 is going to turn around and attack his new adversary.
I'll use warding flare.
Okay. Does an 11 hit?
Nope.
All right. Once again, with a blinding flash of light, your adversary goes wide, but this time you have 2. So number 6 is going to swing, and I don't believe a 12 is going to do any better.
Nope.
So yeah, you, thanks to some sort of divine blessing, have managed to get missed by every single attack. but that's okay. I can be a good
Full
sport.
HP.
Yeah, and then number one,
To get me back up.
yeah, number one is gonna kind of like try to back away from the fight as much as possible while also not backing into this one because he doesn't want to die and he's like bleeding bad.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Speaking of bleeding bad and fuck that guy, Fistravara, make a death save, please.
Okay. I'm scared.
You die in the first session.
That's why I'm running over.
Natural one. Dead.
One.
Death save with disadvantage because I don't like you.
Okay. He fails.
Oh.
Good thing I came over.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Is she dead?
No, not
Get
quite.
one more.
She's on 2 failures though. Braitham.
Good.
He won't help you now.
Well, I don't like him anyway.
It's not the impression that I was getting from you trying to fucking upsell everyone on our good Lord Jesus.
I'm a paladin of sin.
I'm a paladin of Jesus.
Alright, I'm gonna attack our good boy.
Okay.
Somebody heal her when it's their turn.
Says the paladin.
To the one cleric with no healing.
Oh my
You're a
god.
light
really?
cleric. How do you not have healing?
I can stabilize her, but I've used my 2 spell slots.
That's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
That's fine. I'll take
Listen,
Please
that's
do
better than
stabilize.
death.
Yeah.
Stabilization is great. Alright, so let's see. We're gonna. He still has advantage. I still have advantage on him, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, because no one's hit me. So I
Yeah.
haven't had to make a concentration check.
Okay. Cool. That's great that
I'm
I do.
tempted to have Tarina shoot you just to fucking.
Make me have to do a
Cool.
still have to do the concentration check.
Boo. That is fuck. Are you serious? 4 more damage to our good
4 damage. Okay.
dead eye.
Listen, he'll die eventually.
I just gotta keep,
just keep chipping away.
1,000 needle hit.
Couple more rounds before the
It's
damage.
fine. You're about to have 2 more people helping you lay on the damage. Tarina is going to poke out of her window and shoot this guy in the back as he's running away. And then it will be Neris' turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying on Vistavara.
Okay. What's the range on that?
I have to
It's a
touch,
spell.
so
Okay. Yeah. So you're gonna have to try to get around these guys to get to her
do I have
because
to?
you're within 10 feet. Yeah. You'll provoke an opportunity attack from number 4 if you do it
Yeah,
that way.
it's fine.
Uh,
Or I mean, is there any way I can just like squeeze my way through? Or
Unfortunately, no. There's not.
no, then I'll have to.
Yeah. Okay. And number 4 will take his opportunity attack. And that's a natural 3. So.
It is number 4, 5 feet away from me.
Nope.
Alright,
Not in the slightest.
He's about 30 feet away from you.
cool.
But yeah, she's now stabilized.
Eventually, you'll be able to use that, Liam. I promise you.
Eventually. It's fine.
And then I'm just
Yeah.
gonna pull out my mace. Just as a bonus action. To get ready to.
Okay.
Smash some faces.
Smash some maces. Ellie.
I'm
You're-
gonna cast Magic Missile one more time.
Okay. On Hoomst.
One
Oh,
or Deadeye.
1, 4, and Deadeye.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No,
Number
one-
dies.
1 missile to 1, and then 2 missiles.
Oh, okay, I see. Well,
Yeah.
number 1 dies
Good.
Took 2 damage.
because he's at 1 hit point.
No.
Oh man.
Oh, wait. That's 6 more to Deadeye.
6. Okay. Yeah, he. I think he's bloodied by now. I'm not sure. Yeah, you hit him with a couple of missiles, and there's not really much visible damage beyond him looking like he got punched twice, because it's like blunt force damage basically. But yeah, you hit him. They connect. They hurt. And then I believe that goes to the dwarves then.
Dwarves.
Yeah. Hilder's going to step around and swing his chair leg at Deadeye. And he has advantage, which is good. So that's going to be 5 bludgeoning damage to Deadeye. And then I went to type. Never mind, I'm not going to say that because then you'll know how much hit points he has left. Pay no heed. Ulfgar is going to step over the corpse of his latest victim and start carving into Deadeye in a way that only he can. So that's going to be... Okay. Yeah, both of his attacks connect, and his axes are making short work of Deadeye's duster and studded leather armor, and his coat's like hanging off of him in shreds now, and there's rivulets of blood dripping down from the bottom of what fabric he has left. And then fuck yeah, he's gonna disengage and start taking off down the alley.
Who?
Deadeye.
Wait a minute. Wait. Sentinel, I believe.
Oh, that's right. You still get opportunity attacks against him.
I do.
Get him.
Yep. So you get an opportunity attack with advantage, and if you hit him, then his speed drops to 0, and he's fucked.
Yep, he sure does. Ugh. I'm so
boy.
glad I did.
Liam, I told you it would come in handy.
It would. Wait, 1d20.
Fuck.
Fuck you. Let's see. With advantage. All right, please
Good
God.
thing advantages. Come on, advantage.
Please God. Ow.
Oh boy.
I assume 11 doesn't hit him.
It unfortunately does not. You swing after him, but he slips just out of your reach, and takes off. Unfortunately, he had to disengage, so he doesn't get the full 60 feet. But yeah, he's running. And then Pirates 6 and 4 are going to cover Neris while Deadeye runs. So let's see if the first one can hit him. Nope. Let's see if the second one can hit him. 16 plus 3, 19. Does that hit?
Yeah.
Yes! I mean, oh no, you're getting
Too late.
hit. Yeah, so too little too late, but it's max damage.
Yeah.
So you take 7 points of slashing damage,
Still up.
And I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Indeed. That is a 17.
Yep. Fairy Fire's still up. And so is Neris, and things are looking grim for my pirates. But things are looking now less grim for our wizard, who's stabilized, but still unconscious.
Yeah.
So, Braitham, there is a fleeing pirate 30 feet in front of you, and two blood-stained dwarves on either side of you, who are your allies, presumably. At least they're attacking the pirates.
I'm going to move 30 feet in front of me,
Yep.
and I'm going to attack him.
Yep.
And I assume it's not with this time.
It's not with what?
Advantage.
It is with
Well,
advantage.
Fuck! Oh, good.
It was worth it to hear you scream fuck.
Why am I like... Why is the bot like... Why am I Azaka right?
Listen,
Okay, come on.
that's fair.
You rolled 2 critical ones.
Critted a few times as a Zaka.
Unfortunately, a 13 does not hit.
Shit, dude.
Doc don't like you.
But you're
Does that
in
mean he has to
range.
take a disengage action again?
Yes.
Fuck yes.
Slowing him down.
If Tarina's bolt doesn't take him out right now, as she hangs out the window and takes another shot. And that is just exactly enough to hit him. And he's not quite down yet, but he takes a crossbow bolt to the thigh and is not happy about it. And
You gotta be quicker than that.
yeah, basically. Neris.
Where's my character? There it is. I'm just gonna try casting Sacred Flame at 6.
Okay.
Dex save versus 15.
Oh boy.
Will my Sacred Flame hit?
That is a 13.
And that's 3 damage.
3 damage on number 6.
Yep.
Okay. You do 3 damage to him.
Still up.
His eyebrows are singed off from the radiant damage. And now without the eyebrows, you start to wonder if maybe there is some relation to the woman inside.
Oh shit.
But yeah. Ellie.
I'm gonna cast Firebolt on Deadeye.
Okay.
Good thing it's advantage. Really good thing it was advantage. The first roll was a 1. Second to 19.
That hits.
So it's totally fine.
Advantage coming in
Yeah,
clutch.
that definitely hits.
And then it's 3 damage.
How much?
3.
Yeah, your firebolt hits him like on the bolt that he just took to the thigh, and it just kind of like drives it in and burns the wound over the bolt, and so now it's like it's not coming out. He's having a bad day. But he's still barely clinging to life, and he's hanging on and staring. Unfortunately, not defiantly into Braytham's eyes, but longingly for the end of the alley. As he realizes just how badly he's fucked up. And man, I don't want to do that. That
Disengage, bitch.
seems unsportsmanlike. Yeah, the dwarves now, seeing you guys have this firmly under control, are cleaning off their weapons and stick, and are preparing to head back inside to collect on the free drink that was promised to them by Tarina.
Is there no like chair leg of healing? Like,
Are you actually? Do you? Yes.
No, don't hit me.
Healder's gonna. He's gonna rage.
No.
No. So the dwarves are effectively removing themselves from combat, and Deadeye, now realizing that intentionally trying to juke Bratham and get past him just isn't going to work, and he's just going to not even bother and try to sprint down the alleyway. And Bratham, you get an opportunity attack with advantage.
Amazing. Does that still end his roll? Or run if I get him? Creature makes an attack. Yeah, when you hit a creature with opportunity attack, the creature's speed becomes 0. Alright.
If you hit him with the opportunity attack, then his life points are going to become 0 too. So.
Well.
Dude. Third natural one.
Are you
no.
serious? Alright, dude.
This bot is the worst.
Oh my god! Wait a minute. Let me just try a thing. What the hell?
So Deadeye takes off 60 feet down the rest of the alley and runs out into basically like a main bustling street, just completely covered in blood and tattered and whatnot. And yeah, he's 60 feet down that way, and is well on his way to freedom unless someone does something about it. And yeah, 4 and 6 are gonna take attacks at Neris.
I'm gonna use Warding Flare on the first one.
Okay. Well, that's good because it was a 19. Does a 14 hit?
Nope.
What about a 16?
Yep.
Alrighty. And then it's d6 plus 1, so that's 5 slashing damage.
Yeah, I'm unconscious.
Oh no.
Well, Neris goes down as these two pirates are finally rid of the fucking people that keep fucking with them from this corner. Words leave my head when I mouth. Yeah. Vistravara, you are down.
Yeah. But
So,
I'm stable.
yes. So, Bratham, you just watched Neris go down, and Deadeye speed hobble his way out of the alleyway.
I'm gonna run 60 feet to
Okay.
to my man's.
Yeah, you
Deadeye.
chase him down and catch up with him.
Dead ass.
What's up, dude?
That's my wait.
Oh, and Fairy Fire goes down on everyone.
Yep.
Eight. Eight.
Okay.
I don't think I have anything that I can do, but I'm here.
Yeah, Tarina's gonna hang out the window and take out number 6. And then Ellie, you're up.
I'm gonna cast Firebolt on Deadeye one more.
Okay. You're currently probably about 100 feet from him. So.
I have my Firebolt has a range of 480 feet. So.
Oh, that's great. You're a spell sniper. Yeah, absolutely.
But it doesn't matter because I rolled a natural 2.
That is
Come on.
unfortunate.
Nobody get this fucker. Come on.
Braitham, a firebolt streaks past your head and smacks harmlessly into a building across the street.
I just rolled my death saving throw and I got a 20.
Well, that's 2 successes. And then the pirates are up. Yeah, number 4 is gonna take a look around at all of his dead comrades and the fight that he just barely escaped, and he's just gonna try to slink away unnoticed. He's got a ship that he could try to return to, but not if you guys kill him first. And yeah, the dwarves have gone inside, assuming that you guys have this under control. And Deadeye is looking around the street for help, but as soon as a bloody man stumbled out of an alleyway, followed by someone in black chainmail wearing a flaming fist badge, they all went inside and shut their windows.
Nice.
So, he is now realizing that, this is the end, basically. He's going to turn around and try to make one final stand.
Don't do it.
First attack, misses. Second attack, misses.
Don't do it.
Third attack is an 18 to hit.
That hits. Don't do it.
He takes 2 swings with his scimitar, but he's just too tired and weak by now, and you're easily able to parry him. And in one last desperate attempt, he grabs his knife, and rather than trying to stab it or stab you with it, he legit just throws it from 3 feet in front of you, and it sticks through your armor, dealing max damage for a total of 6 piercing.
Are you kidding?
3 of us are unconscious.
As his dagger sticks into your gut.
I'm down again.
Brayton goes down. Yeah. Vistravara, you're unconscious. Braitham, death save.
Alright. I swear.
Neris, death save.
Another natural 20.
You are conscious and at 1 hit point. Ellie, you're up. With your eagle spell sniper eyes, you just saw Deadeye land a surprised a surprise throwing knife into Braytham's gut, and he just went down.
I'm gonna try to firebolt him again.
Okay,
15.
that's his armor class. You hit.
Yay.
Fucking
And
Christ. Wow.
Deadeye goes down in the middle of the street in a small cloud of fire.
Yes.
Still one guy left, technically.
Yes.
We don't
I've
care
just been
about
waiting around this corner the entire time throwing fire at people.
And I'll just assume that Nearest is able to get to Braitham in time and stabilize him.
Yeah.
that. I mean, alright,
And I think that that's a good place to end it tonight. We can pick up again next session with you guys.
yeah. The aftermath.
Going and talking to Tarina about what's gonna happen now. But yeah, we started. You guys almost died in the first combat.
Yes.
That is becoming a theme in my campaigns.
Yes.
You know, like, Scoot. Fucking. I was gonna finish that thought,